Hello children, let me tell you about a very special Christmas miracle. Once upon a time there was a small terrace. It lived in the great city of Montreal, just behind the hall building of Concordia University. Because of where it lived, people called the little terrace the Hall Terrace. Now, you would have thought that the little terrace would be very happy, living next door to Concordia University, with all the students running around. But the little terrace was very sad. No one wanted to play with it or use its space to enjoy the outside. They thought it was too ugly because of its plain features and lack of greenery. They thought it was too cold because of the shade from the hall building. And even the people that wanted to use the terrace couldn't because there was nowhere to sit. The little terrace was so unhappy, thinking it was going to spend all its life sitting in the shade alone. But before you get too sad, children, you should know that some people had noticed just how unhappy the little terrace looked and decided that they would help. Now, terraces don't have fairy godmothers like princesses do, but they do have people that care about them, just like a fairy godmother would. They decided to give the task to the group of students known as Jenny and the 4 little foreigners, who would transform the terrace into the most beautiful place on campus. In their quest to make the little terrace as pretty as it possibly could be, the team put up a mezzanine terrace for people to go up on and capture as much sunlight as possible, and to stand under when it became cold in the winter. They added S-shaped benches for people to sit on and relax and talk to their friends. For greenery, they added bushes alongside the outside of the terrace, and plant islands in the middle of the terrace. These plant islands made it possible for the little terrace to have trees, something it had always wanted but never thought possible, because of the parking lot living downstairs. The plant islands also helped people socialize, because no one could resist sitting under the trees when the sun was out and it was nice and warm. They put up art spaces so the students would always have something pretty to look at. And because the little terrace wanted people to stay for as long as possible, the team put in lights so that people could see at night. And because the little terrace also wanted as many friends as possible, they put in a ramp so the people who couldn't walk could still come up and enjoy this beautiful place. In the end, they decided to also put some signs up leading to the terrace and to knock down the wall that separated the terrace from McKay Street so that everyone would be able to find it. And after all of their hard work, Jenny and the 4 little foreigners looked back and smiled. People were outside on the hall terrace enjoying themselves instead of sitting inside all day. The place had become a place for all Concordia University to love and think of as their own.